Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us we have the Eton FR-250. This is an AM, FM, shortwave, emergency portable radio. During this video, I'm performing an AM band scan during the day in the Chicagoland area to hear what we can pick up. First, we'll go over features. Second, I'll do a size comparison. And third, we'll start cruising the daytime band. So here it is, the FR-250. I love this emergency radio. Came out, I believe, in 2005, 2007, right around there. Just a great radio. There's the FR-200 I like. There's the FR-300. The 300 adds weather band and gets rid of shortwave. So if you're loving your shortwave, this is the one to get. So definitely awesome. So feature-wise on the Eton FR-250, let's check it out. You can pick these up on eBay for right around 20 to 25 bucks for a decent example. Some include the box and the carrying case still, which is amazing. And some are new in the box. People get these and they don't use them. And they think that they're out of date because it's an old radio. Who wants an old radio? And nobody uses them anymore. Well, we use them and we love them because there's still a lot out there on the bands, which you're going to hear today. It's fantastic. And it's usable in any situation. It's going to be off the grid radio too. You got your shortwave and it works well at night. I love it. And during the day. So let's look at features. Left-hand side, we got a power generator. Now the cool thing about the power generator, I can't do it on camera though. It's kind of difficult. But you can actually, I have the battery disconnected for the dynamo. There's a rechargeable battery and I'll show you in a moment. But you can put it to dynamo mode and you can spin this up. If you spin it fast enough and turn the radio on, it'll actually play the radio as you're spinning the dynamo without any batteries. It's awesome. So this power generator is pretty cool. As you spin it, a little red light up here lights up. Nice. Going to the front of the radio, we have a 3 LED flashlight. I think it's 2. Hold on a second. It's been a while. So we got this little light switch here. Okay, it's 2 white LEDs and then 1 red flasher. There we go. I was trying to figure that out. Like I said, it's been a while. So we got radio, light, cell phone charger. Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. It says emergency here in red where you can barely read it, so that's a nice thing. What kind of radio is it? It's an emergency radio. There's your dial. Here we go. We got our FM on top, 88 to 108. We got our AM band, 530 to 1710, so full coverage. Shortwave band is segmented into 7 different segments there, as you can see. Covers pretty much what I like to listen to. Yeah, Shortwave 3 seems to cover quite a bit. Of course, Shortwave 1 in the evening comes in pretty good, and Shortwave 2. And of course, you got these outliers way up here. So yeah, not bad, up to 18 megahertz. Good for me. Over here, we got a metal speaker grill. Now, the advantage of the FR-200 is it's all plastic construction. It's very durable. And the metal speaker grill, the F250 could be dented. I've seen them dented. They do rust over time. The paint can come off. So I really like the all plastic design of the FR-250 or 200, excuse me, versus the 250. That's just me. But this really dresses it up and makes it kind of elegant looking how they shaped it and everything. I do like that. It's got a cool little placard there. Pretty sharp looking. I think there's a 2.5 inch to 3 inch speaker there. So I couldn't measure it, but I'm kind of eyeballing it. Our band select switch, FM AM shortwave. The light switch I showed you. Siren mode, which we're not going to engage. Wake up the neighborhood. Well, they're already up, but you know how that goes. Tuning wheel, we have a coarse tune on the outside and fine tune on the inside. They are cool how they work. I like it. Our switch for power, as you can see, we got the dynamo. That's the section where we use the rechargeable battery, which is a tiny little nickel metal hydride pack that you used to use in your cordless phones. Yeah, you can still pick those up too at Batteries Plus. I love it. And then all the way up is our battery mode for running dry batteries, which we're going to do. Down here is our shortwave selector for the different 7 segmented bands. That's handy. Now on the FR-300, this is the weather bands. So 7 channels. Beautiful. Volume control here on the right. There you are. You can see that. Fine tuning in action. That's what I'm going to be doing. It sounds good. It's all analog radio, by the way, guys. No DSP in here. This is before the DSPs were really, I think, a thought. But we got a carry handle. Yeah, I like it. On the back here, we got a little bit of a grip, too. And we got our FM antenna, shortwave antenna. This extends out to 26 inches. Nice. We got some information there on the frequencies. We went over already with you guys. Headphone jack. We got a DC input of 5 volts if we want to charge the radio. I think it'll run off the radio too as well. If you can find a transformer that doesn't have a switching supply, a linear style, you could probably listen to the radio. Now note the polarity is opposite. The pole is negative, so make sure you can switch yours around. Output phone charger. Yeah, they used to include little the barrel jacks to go to your phone because our batteries were really tiny because we used small flip phones back in the day. Remember those? I got one at a yard sale. It's about this big. I'm like, I got to get that. It's a little flip phone. It's like micro-sized. Our battery compartment. All right, let me open this up. Oh, here we are. So yeah, definitely for radio use only. I would not use this to charge a phone. Here is our dynamo rechargeable pack, nickel metal hydride. Like I said, I disconnected it. We're running off 3 AA batteries for our main power for the dry battery. But it's good it has dry battery. This thing will run forever then. I love that. Meaning you can keep adding AA's to it. Yeah. So there you go. All right, so let's do a quick size comparison and start cruising the band. Yeah, we're running out of time here, but this is a fun radio. I like it. I'm glad I have it back out in the channel because these are great radios to pick up, and the value on these are amazing. So yeah, check out those paid links down below, up in the comments section and the video description, and you can help the channel out because I'm what do you call it? The partner, eBay partner. I gotta say that on the video. So if you make a qualified purchase, I might make a little commission, like 2%, which is like a couple quarters. Yay! And I might be able to buy more of these radios if you guys buy enough of these. So go out there and get one. You'll love it. Actually, if you don't have one, it's a good backup radio. So we got a $20 bill. Yeah, I started doing this. It's a new thing, huh? You guys liking that? There it is. USA. Okay. And then we got CC Pocket. Always have that. Current time is 10:26 a.m. That's Central Daylight Time. I'm in Chicago, Illinois, USA. And sunrise was right around 7 o'clock. So I think we're 3.5 hours in to the morning. So we should be good. Next we have the CC Skywave. We're not going to get lost in the band, I don't think. Not the daytime band. Nighttime I probably will. It gets congested. But daytime we shouldn't. But Skywave for a frequency checker if we need it. And then we don't have those things. We have a deck of cards. Iron Man, he the man with the master plan. He loves eating radios from California land. I think that's where they're based out of. Could be. He's Iron Man. He lives in California Beach House, man. Oh yeah, California Beach House. All right, I think he does. Did he? Yeah, he should have. Gotta get my Iron Man lore going. Come on. All right, let's turn it on. So here, power switch. Let's turn it up kind of loud. All right, so we are on the AM band. You can see by the selector. There's FM. There's shortwave. And middle is AM. You can fine tune right here. So fine tune to our first station. Okay, watch the indicator there. There's our first station. This is WAUK on 540, Jackson, Wisconsin. I gotta point the radio to the north. And there's music now. Did they do a program flip or is this an intro to something maybe? I don't know. It's pretty cool. So yeah.
This is your hometown radio, refreshed, keeping you informed, entertained, and connected locally across the Civic Media Network.
Civic Media Network, okay. Cool.
Civic Media News. I'm Terry Bell. Here's what Wisconsin needs. Parts of Florida now under storm surge and hurricane watches, all as Hurricane Milton continues to strengthen.
Here's 560 WIND Chicago, right-wing station. The Answer. They answer everything for you.
From the Yucatan Peninsula
Good
of
tone.
Mexico, 730 miles to near Tampa, Florida. Former President Trump claims
to Birdseye, and you listen to Venom. Do you hear those albums in conversation with one another at all?
Absolutely. I think all of my...
Here's 580 WILL, Urbana, Illinois. It's 150 miles to the southeast. That's an NPR station. Now I have Terk Advantage over here. If you don't know what Terk Advantage is, I'll show you. It's this bad boy. It's a passive loop. It's a coil of wire with no batteries. It just harnesses the AM energy and transfers it to the radio by inductance, by just by proximity. Gotta put it perpendicular to the internal antenna and then tune it. There's a little purple knob here to tune to the right frequency. You can see the frequency listed there. There's a little capacitor there. So let's tune it.
You feel you stretched yourself with this album.
There we go.
I think that there was a huge emphasis.
It tends to add more gain and sometimes takes some of the noise away, but mainly more gain. And that's really good because then you can lower the volume of the radio and hence use less power. So it's something to think about.
And I also feel like working with someone like Dahi produced the album.
All right. The station here, really weak. That's why having one of these loops is nice, dedicated loop. WKZO, Kalamazoo, Michigan, 200 miles to the east. Let's see if we can pick it up with the loop. Trying to get the call letters. Okay, next station we might need a loop again.
Any help anywhere else, and I had exhausted about all the options I thought.
This is 600 WMT, Cedar Rapids, Iowa. This is 175 miles to the west. This one always comes in pretty nice.
But there's so much more to it than that. Every time I came, I felt better. It's all about quality of life. And if you're going to be in pain and not getting to fulfill the things you want to do on a daily basis, your quality is not good. And he just gave me all that quality.
All right, let's get zipping.
Lakeside down to 39 inland. Sunny skies Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday with highs all 3 days in the mid to upper 60s. Mostly sunny and breezy on Friday with a high 78.
620 WTMJ, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Green Bay and 55 in Milwaukee. I'm Connie Weber, Sighting Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 10:33.
There's no better place to catch the natural wonders of fall than Lake
Radio app or log on to BINnews.com. On social media, stay connected with the BIN.
640 WMFN, Eton, Illinois.
Information Network. Catch us on X at.
It's going to continue to grow, but we're excited. We understand we got to keep growing and keep progressing. But definitely excited about being 3-2.
Good to hear. Good to hear it. Hey, let me while we're throwing bouquets at Shane Waldron.
Okay, here we are. The score is 670 WSCR, Chicago, home of the Cubs. Go Cubbies.
Media critic in Chicago, bouquets and brickbats. That I love the fact.
Using that fine tune, you can see how it's spinning faster than the coarse tuning.
Monday night football game tonight has New Orleans at Kansas City, while the Bears will head off to London later today. They played the Jaguars there on Sunday after their 36-10 win over Carolina, left the Bears at
720 WGN, Chicago.
Their game against Jacksonville kicks off at 8:30 Chicago time on Sunday. The baseball
Got music on 750 WNDZ, Portage, Indiana.
Israel today, marking 1 year since an attack by Hamas that killed a reported 1,200.
Okay, so here's 780 WBBM News Radio, Chicago, Illinois. They have old-time radio, 12 a.m. to 1 a.m. Central Standard Time, Central Daylight Time, or Central Standard Time, depending on when we're watching this video. It could be Standard Time by the time I release these. because it's the fall of 2024. Good time to be tuning radios in the AM band, by the way, guys. So yeah, old time radio shows every night, Monday through Friday. I love it. I listen to them every night.
WBBMNewsRadio.com, packed with historic pictures, classic ads, and unforgettable audio memories.
Smooth analog tuning. Yeah, that's a beautiful thing.
Not inciting violence. And so this is what we see over and over. That
820 WCPT, Willow Springs, Illinois. Left wing, all the way to the left. Far left.
Over and over becomes more normalized, more normalized, more normalized.
The target.
There's a hint of WNOV, but I'm not going to bring the loop out. I'm running out of time. I'm just going to keep going.
Anything ferocious named Milton before. Milton. That's a little telling you.
Here's 890 WLS, Chicago. Definitely right wing.
My ex-father-in-law was the ad executive that came up with Milton.
Like his demeanor never changed. And I could see why he was the perfect manager for that veteran team with the Dodgers.
The Big Badger, 920 WOKY, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
You know, he trusted you, and it worked out.
You don't need I see power drill or whatever to take the screws out. Just get a little hammer.
That bolt that goes
the bolt.
Yeah, that joins the two hinges. Yeah.
That's it. There's three of them. Super easy. You're not going to strip it.
So now all the dads
are going to be Charles Barkley.
You know, which cordless... Well, I think it was appropriate given the circumstances. Heck no. A 17-year-old daughter go in her bedroom with the boyfriend and close the door.
Okay, there we go. I was trying to figure out where I was at. 930 WKBM, Sandwich, Illinois, Relevant Radio.
I feel like I'm the old man. When I was a kid...
940 kind of buried in there.
When I grew up, I feel like I'm the old man. When I was a kid... No, but seriously, my parents...
You hear a repeat there? That's 950 WNTD, Chicago, Illinois, Relevant Radio again, sister to 930. Sounds like it's a few seconds behind WKBM.
It sounds like, why can't she be in my room?
970 WHA, Madison, Wisconsin. I really want to pull a loop in to see if I can clarify the signal.
Got questions about changes we've made here on WPR? We set up WPR.org/news so you can find everything you need, including schedules, stations...
Sounds much better, yeah. This is 72 miles to the northwest, Madison, Wisconsin.
Morning edition from NPR News asks the crucial questions of our time.
And we'll do some of the rest. It was a fascinating day all across the NFL. Plus, we got to get into the baseball.
1000 WMVP, Chicago, ESPN, Sports Radio. Who would have thought?
Number one brand of shaving cream, Barbasol's thick and rich lather.
Barbasol?
Half the price of gels, that's Barbasol.
Who uses Barbasol? I'm an edge man myself, always been. But you guys use Barbasol out there? I'm sure a lot of you, my viewers, use Barbasol. It's inexpensive. It gets the job done.
Who owns that record overall? Most career home runs against the New York
WNVR, Vernon Hills, Illinois. 1030.
I nasze główne biuro 69 West Washington na 6.
Which are fairly common in the state of Florida, right?
Yes.
Mobile homes
down here, and yes, and it's
1050 WLIP, Kenosha, Wisconsin.
area. You got a $5 million house next to an older house, and it doesn't matter if.
Hint of music there on 1060 WHFB, Benton Harbor, Michigan, 95 miles to the east.
After the game, he shouldn't have done it. I mean, I don't know.
That to me isn't even the more surprising one.
1070 WTSO, Madison, Wisconsin.
Weeks ago for lowering the head into a player.
Chociaż w Chicago pozostawimy wszystkie 50.
Right next to it, 1080 WNWI, Oklahoma, Illinois. And yes, Brother Stare visits me sometimes and surprises me on this station. Yeah. When they can afford to pay, I think, for his recordings to be aired in Chicago.
Swojej placówki wczesnego głosowania. Dzisiaj otworzyliśmy...
Que Dios quiere que aprendamos algo. Y es precioso. Cada programa, cada una de sus llamadas enriquece muchísimo.
1110 WXCS, Chicago.
Si Dios te lo pone, habla, comparte.
Excitement for Trump. Do you think they're going to turn out in larger margins? Because it's something that the liberal media, as typical...
1130 WISM, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Basically begging Kamala to do more serious interviews, says, look, Kamala has a real problem.
Episodes and maybe catch up in the series, just go to jackhibbs.com. That's jackhibbs.com.
Here's WYLL, Hope for Your Life, Chicago, Illinois. Christian Radio, 1160.
And then the rib which the Lord God had taken from man, he made into a woman and brought...
There's WSQR, Sycamore, Illinois. Can't hover on the music. They call it the Q, I call it the Squirrel, and yeah, it's awesome. Squirrel on my radio from 1180. Yeah, Squirrel, go get him. Just don't bite my tuning wheel.
Amazing to see that.
Keep going the wrong way.
Poder estar tranquilo.
WRTO Chicago 1200. I always forget the frequency, guys. If I forget the frequency, just look up the call letters. I always get the call letters, and you can look it up, and it'll tell you. You could probably do the math too. But 1200.
Y los primeros partidos de la temporada no los disfruté como tal porque pues igual estaba todavía trabajando. Advertencia, ¿no? De que por supuesto no se pueden lanzar objetos desde la
I want to say sister station. They kind of got similar programming. This is 1220 WKRS, Waukegan, Illinois. Straight East, and the home of Jack Benny. If you're a fan of Jack Benny.
Para llevarse la victoria, pero esperemos que cuando lleguen allá a San Diego los ánimos estén bastante.
Out to you and all the folks affected down there. You're all in our prayers, and I'm going to give the information that I got from Tony here after we hang up.
1230 WCLO, Janesville, Wisconsin, an agro station. If you want to learn how to farm, take care of animals, you listen to this station.
Please take care of yourself and let people know.
Next to it, 1240 WSBC, Chicago.
Велика частина логістики.
Okay, that's a faint station. Let's see if we can't tune that in. It's WEKZ, Monroe, Wisconsin. Usually has country music playing. There you go. Awesome. Likes to party hard. So do I. Iron Man style, as you guys know. If you would have guessed, right? Monroe, Wisconsin, 1260, WEKZ, 60 miles. Use that direction. All right, cool. Got to have a loop. You saw how good it works during the day. Amazing. I get an old radio like this and have a loop. That loop works with any AM radio, even new ones. So yeah, definitely a good investment. I'll have links to that below as well, because it is worthy investment. I mean, I think it costs more than this radio, but you might be able to pick up a used one on eBay maybe. Look around. If you're on a budget. If you're not, just snag a new one. I think Sea Crane is sole retailer now of those.
To try and figure out, because I always think back about the candidate switch when we went from Biden to Harris.
Okay, yeah, so we skipped 1280. It was kind of faint. This is 1310 WIBA, Madison, Wisconsin.
As long as I have. I mean, that's something you work.
Got a fluttering station here, 1330 WNTA, Rockford.
Call 815-756-5213.
Ivy Pharmacy is ready to serve you. Protect yourself and
1360 WLBK, DeKalb, Illinois, College Town. They usually have music playing now. They used to have a trading show where you could trade like a tire for a pop or something like that. I'll take a Pepsi for a tire. Sweet. What a deal. It was crazy. It was weird stuff. Like frozen pizza for a carburetor.
Weekends have all of your favorite hits of the 80s, 90s, and now. FM 98.9 and AM 1360 WLBK.
Sweet. Here's 1380 WBEL, South Beloit, Illinois.
So you're Brad Pitt. That don't impress me.
Okay, 1390 Gospel Radio, WGRB, Chicago, Illinois. I always think of the Blues Brothers. Oh, yeah.
There's a price war in the insurance business, and you may be paying too much. Call the Term Lifeline right now and see.
1400 WRJN, Racine, Wisconsin. Usually music going.
Even great smokers rates. Protect your family today. Call the Term Lifeline. And here's the.
I don't know what that music was. Huh, something weird's going on.
This is one of the most important things for your car. Meineke Car Care.
1410's not coming in, maybe?
About how LGBTQ people are affected by hurricanes and things like
Okay.
Tyler Atkins.
So that music might have been 1430 WEEF, Deerfield, Illinois, which I'm guessing it is. And this is 1440 WROK, Rockford, Illinois. It's getting a little harder to get these stations. They're coming in kind of weak towards the top of the band here.
On the screen, on the Zoom call, his pronouns are there, and his pronouns are...
Okay, that's 1490 WGEZ, Beloit, Wisconsin, Iron Country. Let's just see if we can't clarify this. Oh yeah, that makes the radio wake right up during the day. Oh yeah, passive loop, get one. Fantastic. I think there's a hint of 1580 WTTN, Watertown, Wisconsin there. This is 1590 WCGO, Evanston, Illinois.
저희가 사실은
But that's not what he was talking about. This was something that we're describing that would be necessary to the distribution of the community. Excuse me. But that's not what the caller was talking about. He was talking about a situation.
Wow, huge gain. I love it. 1640 WSJP, Sussex, Wisconsin. So I turned a station I would not be able to normally hear into an audible signal with this loop. Great.
You knew what was being discussed. If you're third and fourth,
So I'm grabbing the loop,
Yeah, but the point is, it's not.
taking away the energy.
Discuss that afterward. If it's an emergency, like you described.
Taking it away. I don't know where I'm putting it, but... Alright, cool. Let's keep going. I think we're almost done. I want to say this is 1670 WOZN, Madison, Wisconsin. The zone.
just concession prices.
That's it. You got this, partner?
Huge difference. Wow.
Certain restrictions apply. 10/31/22. From football to baseball, to hockey, college to pro. Online at MadCitySportsZone.com. The Zone.
You got the little tag, the zone. Sweet. All right. And our last station should be 1690. Hopefully you can pick it up without the loop.
Perry's favorites and a cash bar with all of Perry's favorites. After more than 30
1690 WBON Chicago.
her headphones. Thank you, Perry, for the love and the last for educating.
Awesome, we're done. Sweet. Okay, let's go ahead and turn this off. So yeah, the Eton FR-250, is it worth it in 2024 when this radio is almost 20 years old? Yeah, I mean, there's radios out there that are 40 years old that are still worth having and using on a daily basis. I have one, I don't know, 25-year-old radio sitting there, the old Hitachi. I think I might have showed it on this channel. It might have been even a little older. I can't remember when it came out, but it's one of those old satellite radios, and it has like a little dish on the back. It thing's pretty cool. It's pretty basic, but it has AM/FM shortwave on it, so I use it nightly now. Had it hooked up recently, so just, you know, you can pick up an old radio and just start using it again. And you know, something like this, even though it's a dedicated emergency radio, this can be a normal radio you could use all the time. Throw some rechargeables in there. This should run off rechargeables no problem because it has a circuit already for that. So yeah, definitely an awesome setup. I recommend it. I recommend the 200 as well as the 300 if you don't need shortwave. But most of my viewers like shortwave. They really do. So I see most of you guys wanting the 200 or 250, and there's another crowd that love weather radios, and they want their weather band, and they'll pick up a 300 in a heartbeat. Now there are ones with, you know, the Red Cross versions. There's the see-through ones where they're translucent shells. It's whatever you like. That's cool. There's so many different color choices if you want to have some fun with that. This silver is nice. It came in decent shape. I think this was a pretty popular color for this particular model, the silver. And I think my FR200 is a red model, which I think again was a popular color because red emergency makes sense, definitely. But yeah, definitely check them out, guys. Maybe I'll have links to those videos as well, the FR200 and the FR300, if you want to check out those and see what those radios are about. Again, very similar performance on all these three, and I'll have links to the three radios down below. And definitely support the channel if you want to use them. Awesome. So thanks for watching. Give a big like for this video and this radio. 2, if you like Eton radios, you want to see more, subscribe to the bell icon, get notified of future reviews and more things that I get, because there's Eton radios I want to get that I don't own. They made quite a few. They made a lot of emergency radios back in the day. And there's some new ones too they are coming out with. But yeah, it's here nor there. But and of course, 3, comment below what you think about the FR-250 in 2024. Would it be a purchase you'd make today? Let me know. I'd kind of be interested to read those comments. All right, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in my next awesome video.